playing better deck. The dust suit.
Jackson, man, with Team on the Grind, and who do we have here?
James Wright.
What did we end up just doing?
We got what was it, top 4 at the Chicago TGS Monthly with the best deck of the format.
Which is?
X-Saber.
Man, are you ever going to play something different?
No, probably not. I'm just addicted to this deck. But yeah, let's get into the list.
Any shout-outs you like to give?
Oh yeah, should I shout out anybody? I guess shout out my mom, because she got mad at me the last time I didn't shout her out. I don't know, shout out On the Grind, shout out Hector, shout out all the good Chicagoland players, shout out TGS for running the event. Yeah, let's get into it.
Okay.
So obviously we played the 3 Fall Troll, Cards Insane, people who play 2 are dumb. We played the 3 Full Helm Knight, obviously, Cards Insane. People who play 2 I think are weird. I get you play 2 in a Rota, but I just play 4 copies. Like, you'll see the Rota later, but it's just like, this card's just so good, man. 3 Arabellum, it's insane. I mean, it's a brick, but like, at the same time, it's like you play against Frog Hero, and they just like don't commit anything, and you're just like, yaha! You get them. Even if they Regeki break it, you're just like so cool with that. It's a 2 for 1. Like, it's just insane. One of the best normal summons, at least in that matchup. 3 Emmer's Blades. We finally picked up secrets. They're on limbs, but like whatever. We finally upgraded at least a little bit. We'll pick up, you know, first ads eventually someday maybe. I should go over that as well. The 1 Ragigura, because we have to play 1 for the 1 for when we do the hand loop. Then the 3 functional copies of Cat, Summoner Monk, Cat, Sangan. They'll have ups and downs, but they're all insane for different things. Honorary, 4th Cat, kind of. If you do 2nd Battle Phase Giant Rat for Cat, like, it feels kind of bad, but like, when it does come up,
honestly, I didn't really need
it's
the Zombie Master. It could have been any other.
Sometimes insane, sometimes kind of mid. Then the 1 Raikou, it's like another cat target. When we Minecon a hamster, we have a target that's like not an Arabellum. Yeah, pretty good. On to spells, the 3 Book of Moon. This card is insane. Also, we finally picked up ultis because I don't know, I was playing the secrets for like ever.
We finally top so we can afford them.
Yeah. Also, maybe someday I'll pick up the supers.
Should have won them.
You're right. Should have won, and then I have to pay $1,200 to get 2 more supers. But whatever. 2 Pot of Avarice. Maybe 1. You could cut that. That's a flex spot, obviously. I have loved this, and it came up multiple times in the event where 2 Avarice was just insane for me. It's just like, I don't know, drawing 2 cards is just so good, and it just like lets you do value cats for like free sometimes, and like it just saves you from so many situations. And there's so many times where like you'll like use a army arm to like synchro climb or whatever, and then you'll shuffle it back and then summon it again, and then equip it to something and burn people out for a billion damage. Like, it's just, I mean, you could say play the 2nd army arm if that was the case, but like, this card's just insane. It draws 2 cards. There's multiple times where like my opponent was trying to kill me, and I had like a recruiter, set the recruiter, they attacked in, and then I just shuffled it all back, set another recruiter, and I'm like, do it again, bud. Like, you're not killing me. And you'll notice like the lack of like defensive trap cards. And so like, that is our defense. It's just like, set a recruiter or summon a Full Helm Knight, and like, these cards just like help so hard with that kind of defensive plan. And they're also just combo cards sometimes. The other 2 of Gold Star, I don't think you can play this card like, what do you call it? Like, you can't play this card at 1. Some people play it at 1 and they're crazy. It's just more copies of Full Troll. And it like does other things too, where you grab a heavy, grab a brain, grab a cat, whatever you need. Card's just insane, and like you can usually like set a recruiter, activate this, and like 9 times out of 10 you're pretty safe. Then we have the honorary names. This summons a Raggy, this grabs a Full Helm. Like, they're both pretty good. You could maybe make an argument to like cut one of the Full Helms, I guess, but I just think playing 4 is just good. Like, the card is just so good into Raikou, like. And like, it's so good into like dandy tokens, it's so good into Treeborn, it's so good into just like everything. Outside of like I don't know,
Alright, bro, good game.
nitro value or whatever, but even then it's like, it just negates an attack, and that's sometimes just good enough. Then the, Mr. Steal Your Girls, the, Brain Con, Mind Con is just good with all the tuners. The Spell and Trap Card Sweepers, the Cold Wave, Trunade Heavy MST. We actually won this at a Swokel's, because this deck is good, I swear. And then we got this by trading somebody store credit we got for getting second at a previous Swokel's. So, the deck pays off. Also, don't get me wrong, like I don't necessarily think that like this rarity is the best rarity, but like the other option is play like a common or some weird rarity from the rarity collection, and it's like, I don't know, match rarity seems pretty cool, and they match. If I ever pick up a QCR of Trinidad, I'll probably play it too. The last spell, Level Limit. Card's insane. Makes us become a mid-range deck. And like sometimes you just win the game because your opponent just like is playing not small guys.
That's what I said. I crossed over. Sorry.
And onto the traps. 2E call, you could play 3, but like again, it's kind of cloggy. I've tried playing it over the call, and it was fine. Call just acts as a third copy, and then like, what's the word? Has like the other utility of like summoning back a cat or a recruit or like a rat or something. I've even summoned Summer Monk twice. But yeah, and then the 3 power traps, because they're insane and they're broken, and they win the game sometimes by themselves. This also kind of acts like a spell and trap card sweeper sometimes, but also when you open this with Sangan, you just creme de la creme, feels so good. You also, if you open it with cat, it's also not horrible, because like you can set it and then normal cat prio and then chain the TT, so you rat their board, and then you get to get in with 2 idiots hopefully. But yeah, that's the main deck. I think basically there's like 2 flex spots, and it continues to perform. So I'm not gonna mess with success. With the side deck, we got the 2 Sidra, 2 Kaiku, 2 Thunder King. They're just all the like generic big dumb idiots that help us play a little easier in the deck Devi, and also just tell other decks to like they just don't get to play the game. Like Ryo against Hero Beat, you normal summon it. Like Hero Beat's a bad matchup, so you just normal this. Their Stratos and E-Calls are just dead, and if they're attacking an Alias into this, you're like totally cool with that, because sometimes we just can't beat Alias. Its stats are just too strong.
13 defense go crazy.
Yeah, it do go crazy. Now into the spells. This is a small change from what I played previously. So now it's 2 My Body, 2 Prohib. Probe's insane. People are side decking it in Modern right now because it's that good of a card. It has to be good, right? But yeah, the Probe's insane. You just name Herald the Orange Light and Light Fairy matchups. You name Alias in the Hero Beat matchup. You name Bestie in the Glad Beast matchup. Like it just shores up a lot of weaknesses, and those are like 3 of the worst matchups the deck has. And it just shores up all those matchups. So it just seems like the perfect card for this deck. My Body, a very similar thing where like, we just hate Battle Trap, or we hate like Torrential, Mirror Force, those kinds of cards, because we just want to kill our opponent. And it also stops deck Devi, and can sometimes stop Oppression, depending on how you like what your starter is. If it's a monk and they go to Oppression it, you just like tell them no, and that's pretty hot. Also, it doesn't have counter synergy with one of the trap cards we're playing, which is Royal Decree. So if you side these into like Blackwing, it's just like you get to stop. You have 4 total cards to stop Icarus attack, and also just happen to stop like broken other cards. And that's just a pretty good synergy, right? And then the last 3 cards are the Iron Walls. It's another one of those cards where it just like wins matchups for free. It's really good into Frog Hero, it's good into Vayu, it's good into most things, honestly. There's only like some awkward times where like you can give your opponent an infinite plague, but it's like sometimes if they have the plague, then you can like book the plague, and then you have like full hum fuel or whatever. But yeah, the side deck I think feels pretty safe right now. The My Bodies have been clutch. Those are the only 2 cards. The only 2 cards have changed. Next, we're gonna go on to the extra deck. I think it's pretty standard. Actually, I I always underestimate how much room I need when I do this. The one Armory Arm, one Catastor, one High Onlay, one Goyo, one Urza Quasis.
Queesis.
Yeah, whatever.
Eventually you'll learn it.
Yeah, whatever. One Brionic, one Arabellum, one Arcanite, one Black Rose, one Colossal, one Stardust, one Mist, 2 Gotems, and one Chimera Tech. There's like 2 flex spots in the extra, and like it's like this guy and some other stuff. Maybe, I don't know. It's mostly just this guy. Some people play double Army Arm, some people play double Houndlay, but I think that's mostly not necessary, especially when you're playing Mavris. But yeah, it's like pretty good. Also, I didn't even know this, but Totagon gave me a shout out when he topped. It was like a year ago. I recently watched one of his videos because I was looking at X-Saber lists, and shout out Totagon. Him and I know the Goo, or Zequazius, best card in the extra. I think him and I actually almost have exactly the same extra deck at this point.
I love Totogon. Hi, Totogon.
Yeah. Someday, maybe Totagon and I will play the mirror match. It'll be so toxic, but we'll have so much fun. Yeah, it's basically the deck list. At this point, it feels perfect. Like, sure, maybe you could say like, oh, it would be perfect if you topped or whatever. But I lost in the finals or the semifinals by the most. Like, it was insane how unlucky I got in that match. It was like I needed to draw any. It was like Brain, Mind, Fall Troll, E-Call. There was like 36 outs, and it's like if I draw, it was like 75%. We did the math afterwards, and I just drew dude, level 3 dude, level 3 dude, level 3 dude, level 3 dude. So it was, I think that was variance. It just so happened that the variance happened at the end there, but that's just how it be sometimes. That is the RNG of Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah. Ka-chow.
And we'll see you guys next time.